And then I said, stop touching my wiener. What's up, everybody? How's it going? How you guys doing? Danny's not going to be here today for a couple reasons, guys. Danny's one, he didn't watch Stranger Things. He doesn't watch it. And I said, all right, cool, that's fine. And plus, he said he wasn't feeling well, so I told him I hope he feels better, and I'll see him next week. But I also said, maybe you should watch it, bro, because it's better than 95% of the same recycled superhero shit over and over again. So, to me, it was a great palate cleanser. So today's going to be like an all Stranger Things talk. I'm doing Storm's Nation live right after this. I will get into the superhero shit in that episode. We'll talk. I'm going to repeat this a couple times throughout the stream as we get more viewers. So I'm going to kind of change the way we answer questions here.
Okay.
Normally, super chats get priority over questions. But if you're a channel member, I'm going to also like read out your stuff too if you have stuff to add to the conversation. That way, because I know a lot of people are channel members and I don't really do exclusive content much anymore. So it kind of gives away, the mega tier members get to join in the stream of Storm's Nation. Plus, you guys can ask the questions and stuff right here. So NFJ Film says, see you, Robert. Yep, Storm Nation right after this. All right, Stranger Things. I got a lot to say. Adam, did you read my text, what I had to say?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
All right, so what's your overall on the season finale, man?
On the season finale, okay, well, just the season in general, great season. Absolutely great season.
Loved the season.
Yeah, loved it.
You can tell by Brickfish.
I loved how we finally found out what like gave Eleven her powers and like the origin of that whole institution and everything. Like it was just really cool. And like how the Upside Down got open. Like there's some really cool shit this season. And the villain is fucking amazing.
Great villain.
Vecna's such a great villain in this. The finale was really fucking cool. That being said, I was a little underwhelmed by one thing, and that's that everyone kept saying like they were like, oh, you don't get attached to people. People are gonna die this time, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, okay, who's gonna get the axe? Who's gonna get the axe?
Nobody.
And, yeah, Nobody. It was literally one person
that we just met this
season. Yes, and don't get me wrong, I was sad because I liked that character, and I was kind of upset they killed him and not someone else. All right, but and technically, I mean, Max is in a coma.
Dude, first of all, she's gonna be alive. They're gonna bring her back
to life. But
if they were gonna kill her, they just would have went all the way with it. And so the fact that she's in a coma, they're bringing her back next season.
You think Vecna is like hiding out inside Max right now?
That might be a good idea. That might be something.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that because it seemed like after 11, like did like her power save thing, like the earth started opening up and shit. I'm like,
am I the only one that was like, hey Nancy, aim for the fucking head?
Yeah.
Aim for she takes 4 shots of a sawed-off shotgun at pretty close range. Doesn't aim for the head. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Give my 4-year-old a shot. He'll hit the head. I promise.
Well, my girl, she's really big into Stranger Things. Same with me, and we were watching it. And then when the season finale, when it ended, she's like, that sucked. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, it sucked, man. Nobody died. I'm like, disappointing. Yes. I wouldn't say it sucked because it was still very well written and very well directed. It was good. It was really good. It's just they kept saying, don't get attached to nobody. And I'm like, oh, Steve is definitely dead, and I'm like, Steve is dead. They'll probably kill off Will, that little faggot ass motherfucker. Don't censor me, guys. He is gay. He literally
and here's the thing. I'm sitting there like, all right, you don't say it outright in the episodes, but like if you're trying to keep it hidden at this point, you're doing a bad fucking job. That's so obvious.
Always cool. Just threw in a $2 super chat, which is funny because he like read our mind. Do you guys think Will might? Yeah. I think that motherfucker's so far in the fucking closet he can see the fucking boogeyman. Like, first of all,
he's finding his Christmas presents.
Yeah,
for 3 years from now. Okay,
dude, no straight man except for Mo in the Three Stooges has hair like that. I'm just saying. Okay, that dude, like he probably turned gay in the Upside Down from the first season. Fucking Vecna was fucking him in the ass the entire time. You saw how he got goosebumps at the end. He's like, "Oh, he's with me, yeah, man." Because you sucked that dude's dick for an entire season.
Wow.
I never liked Will.
Wow.
I never liked that character.
He has always been the least interesting character, and he's super whiny.
The thing was, the only reason he only had one importance, and that was the first season being the person that they're trying to find. After that, he contributed nothing to the series.
Nothing at all.
They should have killed that sweet and sour mohair looking son of a bitch at season 3.
They're not going to because his mom's the main character.
Dude, yeah,
they're not going to.
Yeah, but dude, when newer characters come in that we care about more than his little in the closet ass, then we don't need his ass no more. Like he draws pictures of Mike. And first of all, if you're gonna go gay,
he's in love with his
Mike.
He's in love with his best friend.
The ugliest motherfucker on there. He's the most awkward looking son of a bitch I've ever seen. If you're gonna go gay for somebody else. Once you go black, you don't go back. He should be trying to hook up with Lucas. I mean,
the views of Robert Storms do not reflect the views of everyone.
Now, once you go black, you never go back. That view I can agree with, but you got to put that sentence in brackets. Everything else around it.
I mean, last time I checked, did Mike get the winning shot in the basketball game this season? No, sir. So here are my thoughts with the season finale. I loved every episode. Like to me, this other than the first season. This is the best season so far. The story was great. The characters were great. Although this was just Nightmare on Elm Street, just done a little differently. I mean,
I agree. No, but like, see, that's the genius of Stranger Things. Is like it. Every season takes elements from the '80s, like horror movies. And Stephen King and Steven Spielberg, like, all that shit. So like that works. The Nightmare on Elm Street. I like that.
I'll tell you what. And I don't care if I offend anybody here, but you know I'm not into that white cracker music, right? I hate that cracker ass music, that rock and roll. The blah, blah, blah. I hate.
And playing Master of Puppets was amazing.
I hate that cracker ass shit. But when Eddie did that shit on top of that, I was like. That was fucking dope, bro.
That was some metal shit.
Yeah, I hate that shit, but that was dope. And to me, the Eddie character was like the best part. Like I'm not gonna like.
Oh, he was a great character.
Dustin was talking to his uncle, bro. Like,
dude, I cried.
Crying.
I cried hard at that scene.
And the whole part where he's like, I didn't run away this time. Like he was a really well done character, but. To me, they were building up so much character development with like Steve trying to get back with Nancy and all that. Yeah. I thought for sure like Steve was dead. I mean, not that I wanted him to die, but they didn't.
I was
nobody.
hoping Nancy was gone,
dude.
I was hoping Nancy would just die.
See, when
that
I
freaking cock tease bitch.
When I don't get what I want, I just troll Facebook and I put. Why did they kill Dustin? And dude, I pissed so many people off, and Dustin didn't even die. I just put, why the fuck?
Because you were trolling. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, I'm not even commenting on this because I know what he's doing.
But I just don't understand, like, because they were building it up, man. The Stranger Things Facebook page was showing people crying, going, "Oh, the ending." I was like, dude, this is like a happy ending for Game of Thrones. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this wasn't. Like if Game of Thrones got away with killing like one character that was just introduced, it's a good day in Game of Thrones. I'm like, come on, man. So I was a little disappointed by that, and I felt like the final fight with Vecna, although he's not technically dead, was a little underwhelming too because it was such a build up to that, and it was just like, hey, fire, shot.
Here's the thing. I really wish, and the thing is, I hate saying it because Max is one of my favorite characters. I wish that they had the balls to just keep Max.
Do it, yeah.
Okay, if you're gonna do that shit, just do it. It was gut wrenching. Like, dude, I was crying hard when he was like holding her lifeless body and shit, and he's just screaming.
And what happened?
Okay, like
fucking 11 pulled a fucking Ray Skywalker.
Yeah, like, oh, what the fuck? Don't you ever call her Ray Skywalker again? I will bitch slap you, motherfucker. She don't earn that name.
What's your name? Ray Skywalker.
Palpatine.
Yeah, Ray.
You're Palpatine.
Oh man, but yeah, it was to me. I mean, I think it was the best thing I've seen on TV this year so far. Just if I rate the overall season, the another thing that
I'll give you that. I'll give you that actually.
The other thing that bothered me about this season, and I said this before the first half was over, was the Winona Ryder and Hopper story was meaningless. They did nothing. The whole thing in Russia meant nothing. Like even them taking out
they destroyed the particles to give the kids a hand because they hadn't done that, the kids would have been fucked.
Really though? Like, would the kids really be fucked?
I mean, dude, Vecna had them all like dead to rights, and then they did that shit, and they were good.
This coffee sucks ass. Coffee sucks. Because I didn't really take that as them doing anything because the particles were only like that was only like there. Like there's still more particles.
But Rob.
Yeah.
Hopper killed a Demigorgon with a sword.
Which was stupid.
No. All your arguments are officially invalid.
No, it was stupid. Like
all your arguments are invalid. Hopper killed a Demigorgon with a sword.
Demigorgon, and you have the stupid idiot up there with the fucking blowtorch still just like, I don't know, am I pulling the barbecue with that or what? It's like, bro, you're up there for one. You have one job, but no, we got to take a sword, and he's got to fucking play He-Man on a Demigorgon.
You goddamn right. That's some badass shit.
And then they spend the rest of the episode talking about how, hey, you lost a lot of weight. Hey, you lost a lot of weight. Let's talk about Will's faggot ass.
Come on, dude.
I'm sorry, I hate that character, man. I hate that character. Somebody's gonna clip that out. Rob, you don't like gay people. I was already called racist earlier this week, multiple times, because of Echo. For some reason, I don't know. Well, I mean, I got nothing else to add on Stranger Things. You got anything else to add on Stranger Things? Brett's like, no.
Trying to think. No, I mean,
my niece. I'm about to say my niece is over here. She's excited. She hasn't watched the finale yet, but have you enjoyed Stranger Things?
Tell her Will dies. Yeah. Tell her the gay guy dies with the bad hair.
She ready to fight you off screen because she said she ain't want to come on camera. That you enjoyed so far.
Phil Collins says, "Wow, come on, bro! You heard me say a lot worse than that. Don't even start."
But yeah, but she says she's enjoying. You hate who? Yuri. She don't like Yuri.
I don't like that sweet and sour chicken.
Nobody likes Yuri
either. The dude had a blowtorch. He didn't do shit with a blowtorch. give me a blowtorch. I'll do shit with it. Talk about Ezra Miller threatening a kid.
With I'm not saying that word. How is he gonna hate? Not gonna say that word, people. Hey, everybody got their preference. Some people only like one side of the coin.
What did he say? Rob likes chick with dicks. How's he gonna say he hates gay people? I never said I hate gay people. Has anybody ever heard me ever say I hate gay people? Ever? Anybody?
No.
Nope. I mean, I talked to Adam.
Bruh.
Wow.
Adam, you're upside down too, by the way.
Oh, I am? Okay.
Yep, and it's frozen.
He's getting ready to go into Stranger Things.
I'm checking it. There we go. Sorry.
Yeah, I never said I hate gay people. Where do you guys get that? See, people make up their own shit in their head. Just like the whole Echo thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're a racist. Why? Because I think Echo is fucking worthless. Damn right, Basco. It was an awesome ass series. You literally did say that. What do you mean? You literally did not say that. You literally said that, bro. Right here. How is he going to hate on?
Or are you asking the question in the way of agreeing with him?
He's got my side. He's like, he likes chicks with. First of all, don't put that in my mouth either. I never said I like chicks with dicks. It's just something I like to say. I reread it, Shifty. I reread it.
My bad.
And I don't like Will before I found out he was gay. I just don't like his haircut. I don't like to look at him. He's got that poor white person haircut where they just put a bowl on your head and cut your hair. I hate that haircut. Anybody got something to say? I mean, Danny should just came in here. I knew the Stranger Thing wasn't gonna last no hour. It was like, hey, nobody died. Hey, let's keep going. Right,
yeah, I mean, like, I'm curious how they're gonna bring Vecna back. I'm curious what it means that they can actually see the upside down on the normal plane now. At the end, like when you see like the sky on fire and shit.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
oh fuck, okay. But
Yeah.
apparently this next season is gonna be like a 5-year time jump or some shit.
Really?
Oh yeah, they already said there's gonna be a time jump.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, so I'm
That's
like,
because the kids are growing so damn fast, they can't.
Yeah, we can't pretend these kids are sophomores in high school no more. Let's be fair.
like fucking Lewis, or not Lewis, but Lucas is like fucking 6'5" right now. It's like that motherfucker. Like they're all fucking old except for Will. I hate Will, man.
Sadie Sink too damn cute to be a fucking freshman. Get that shit the fuck out of here. You're like, oh, you trying to bullshit now?
Yeah, because even Nancy is still in high school in this, and
yeah. That bitch looks 30. Get the fuck out.
I know, right? She's got that Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man going on. A 40-year-old playing a student. So, in other news, let me see what's going on in other news. Anybody got any questions? They can throw in super chats, or members can just throw in shit. But if you got anything you want to say, you can throw it in.
I'm actually curious, Rob. Did you see the newest episode of Ms. Marvel?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think?
That's the way I felt about it.
Huh. Okay.
Dude, I don't know, man. I think I'm just burnt out on the superhero stuff. It wasn't bad. Like I thought it was okay. It was just like everybody kept talking about like Ms. Marvel, man, it's so good. The ending is gonna blow your mind. No, you know what blows your mind? The final episode of Boys this week. That's what blows your mind.
Wait, that was not the final episode. Please tell me that wasn't.
No, I'm talking about like the last episode.
Don't you had me scared for a second. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
that kid's poor woman a heart attack. What the hell's wrong with you?
That reveal in the last
that reveal
episode
at the end
was great. Miss Marvel showing up on like a train going back in time or something. Hold on, we got a super chat. Let's see if it's something we can actually talk about. The finale was bloated with so many subplots. I agree with that. And Elle's new powers were stupid. They basically raid her ass from Star Wars. Best moment for me was when Jason got split in half. Dude, I cheered when that happened.
Oh, that was great.
When that cracker got split in half, I was like, good, you fucking cracker ass cracker.
No, and then he screamed like a bitch too. I guess it was happening.
Yeah, I was so happy that guy died, man. He was such a fucking dick. I hated that sweet and sour chicken ass motherfucker, man. But to me, like, I don't know, man. Just the Eddie stuff stood out for me in that season.
Yeah, it was so good.
Like everything with Eddie. To me, Eddie and Dustin, like, really, Steve, and what's the Robin. They didn't really do anything in the whole episode. Like they were just kind of like. They had that one conversation where she's like, I don't think we're all going to make it out of this alive. But hey, you guys got that fucking plot armor, so you're good to go.
Yeah.
Besides that conversation that they had at the trailer, they did nothing. Like
my whole thing is like you had these people split up into separate groups.
Yeah.
I think what would have been fine, have one person from each group die.
Yeah.
Have at least one person from each one die.
Yeah.
All right, like you could kill off Nancy or fucking Robin in the one. You could kill off fucking Will or Mike in the other.
Well,
try something.
What they could have done was went through, killed Max, go through with that kill. That would have been one in that group. Then you could have killed. I agree. I think it should have been Nancy. And then in the other group, kill that fucking, what's his name, Yuri, or the fucking blowtorch guy. Like, I hate that guy. That dude belongs in a cartoon. like he's so batshit fucking crazy. Like they should have done something. It just Max being in a coma and a new character dying is that's not stakes. Because at the end of the day, when they're all together before the credits come on, all the main characters are still perfectly fine. All of them.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right. It's a Disney Plus show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But back to Ms. Marvel. I don't hate it. I'm just losing interest in it personally.
Okay, fair
It's
enough.
doing a lot of character building, I guess is the best way.
Yeah.
But it still is just a slow pace, which episodes 3, 4, and 5 with all these Disney Plus shows are doing that, so it makes sense. I kind of get where it was like, oh yeah, we got to go there because Nani asked to go, and it really wasn't any
Yeah.
tension behind that because I just was like, no argument, you want punishment, great. Your grandmama said, let's go. Okay, go have fun with your cousins, be free, go get lost in the country that you barely been to. It was just a lot of stuff where I'm like, it's not adding up.
Yeah.
But
All right.
but I did kind of like the whole like understanding the light versus our world and what can
Yeah.
happen. And I think they doing a good job with exposition. Like we know they're expositing, but it doesn't feel too boring
Yeah.
with it.
They're making
If
it
that
interesting at least.
Yeah. So
Omar threw another $2 super chat, and he said,
thank you, Omar.
as they were being choked out for like 20 minutes. That's true. Everybody was just being choked by Vecna's veins shit for like 20 minutes. And they just stood there while Elle was like, I need to float from a bath or some shit or something. I don't know. Like, it was ridiculous. And giving her the healing power, I did not like that. I literally thought of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker when they did
I'll
that.
give you that one,
and
yeah.
You never want to have to think about that movie.
No.
I tell you, it's awful. God, it's awful. But thank you, Omar. I appreciate that. And I agree with you 100% on that, sir. I don't know. I did a video earlier this week, and it was a 20-minute video, and I wasn't expecting it to be a 20-minute video. And I was just, kind of talking. I'm like, and the thing was, it was a question. The title was a question to bring up a discussion in the comments. Instead, people just decided to call me racist and everything. And all I said was like, I'm getting kind of staled out on this superhero stuff. It's like, you ever watch those Popeye cartoons back in the day when Popeye would eat the spinach and he would just start swinging around Bluto and you got like fists. Like, I feel like that's what with superhero stuff. Every time I turn around, there's something superhero related hit me in the face, and there's just so much of it.
Okay.
And my discussion was that I feel like the writing isn't the way it was a few years ago, right? When like phase 2 and phase 3, we knew what we were leading up to. We knew Thanos is what we're leading up to.
Yeah.
And each movie that we saw led up to that spot where I feel like everybody's got their own show now. It's like She-Hulk's got a show and Miss Marvel's got a show. And hey, we're going to introduce Echo into her show. Yes, great. Let's get the least interesting character from Hawkeye and give her own series. Why? Like, how does that do anything? I feel like they're just doing content to do content, and at the end of the day, it's not. If they would just take
most of it feels like filler.
Yes. Yeah. If they would just take something and actually, make sure it's good, then it's fine. And what I said in that video was, to me, I feel like this new regime over at Disney, because Bob Chapek put a lot of his people in charge and they took power away from Kevin Feige. And I feel like Chapek and whoever's in charge now is just going over this list of socially correct stuff. It's like, hey, let's get a minority character in here. Let's get a female character in here. Let's get this. And that's why I was bringing up with the Echo thing. I feel like they were more focused on, hey, she's really deaf, guys.
Yeah.
And she's handicapped in real life, instead of writing a compelling character. The same thing goes for Obi-Wan. They're like, hey guys, Moses Ingram, she's black and a girl, instead of writing a good character. So the problem comes down to where Moses Ingram and the chick who plays Echo has nothing to work with. So now they're going in handicapped, metaphorically handicapped, because they have nothing to work with. But you can pat yourself on the back because you're hitting those socially correct boxes. And people just blast me in that damn video. Like, people just, oh man, it's not Echo's fault, blah blah blah. Oh, you're being racist. I never said it was the actress's fault. I'm not attacking the actress.
You're not. You're attacking them for not giving the actress anything to work with.
That's the thing. I'm
There's
attacking
nothing wrong with that.
the corporation for doing these check boxes instead of giving these people good material to work with. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Like they didn't they didn't check shit off when they hired Samuel L. Jackson to play Nick Fury, right? They're like, hey, we want Samuel L. Jackson to play Nick Fury. And they gave him shit to do for the first 3 phases of that movie, right? It wasn't like they just hired, like, hey, we're going to get X minority character and we're going to give him this role. And then it's just awful. Like, you see, like, I don't watch honest trailers that much anymore, but I watched honest trailers this week of Obi-Wan, and they showed the Reva character. Dude, it's awful. It's worse than I thought. She's sitting there talking like this. Yeah. I told you to. Yeah. I'm like, Eddie Redmayne from Jupiter's Legacy.
Ascending,
whatever. Legacy, Ascending, whatever. That shit sucked.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Phil Kong throws a $4.99 super chat in there. Thank you so much, buddy. What superhero would you like to see done if done right? Dude, I'm done. I'm done with superhero stuff right now, man. Like, and I gotta shut off my Steam, bro, because my Steam thing keeps going off. What the hell, bro? Stop. Like, every time I turn around, it's like, you got Steam. Like, no, stop with Steam. Yeah, I'm just kind of done with superhero stuff right now, to be honest with you, man. I want to see.
Yeah, I hear you.
I want to see something like that's one reason why I enjoy Stranger Things so much, is because it got out of the superhero genre. But with that said, I finished my X-Men binge today with Dark Phoenix. Fantastic movie, by the way. Fuck everybody who doesn't like that movie. You
goddamn right, son.
And the score in that movie is fantastic.
Hans Zimmer.
Fuck yeah, Hans Zimmer. Like when fucking Raven died and Beast goes to Magneto and Magneto's like, fuck, my girl's like, they just won't let this man live peacefully, will they? It's like every time he turns around, they kill his family again, then they kill Raven. I'm like, they just won't leave the motherfucker alone.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix is really, really good. Really, really good. But I don't know, man. I maybe I can only speak for me. Britt, you can chime in here. I enjoyed it when we were just getting 2 to 3 movies a year, and we weren't getting 5 movies a year, 6 movies a year,
8 shows,
plus 8 shows. Like I enjoyed it when it was like that. That's what I enjoyed.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it when it wasn't content overload.
Yeah.
But I think that if we understood how the puzzle pieces came together, it would be better. Like, it was a reason why Falcon didn't have his own independent movie. Like, he was in Captain America, then he came in Ant-Man, had his little cameo with that, and then he was in Civil War. Like, it was like, okay, you're a secondary character, and sadly, no one really cares about you. You support Cap, that's your role. Congratulations. Versus like Black Widow is like, okay, she's an original Avenger, according to the MCU. Like, we wanted a story behind her versus her being treated like a side character. So the fact that it's like, it took years for Black Widow to get, in my opinion, a C movie. But now you about to give, and I agree with you, like Echo having her own little spinoff, I don't get that. Like, I can understand why they're doing it for WandaVision with her secondary character, because Harkness kind of did have some flair and you wanted to know a little bit about her, and you want to see, like, if they do the part 2, what has been happening with her being in the mind control. When Wanda killed herself in Doctor Strange, did she get out of the mind control? So it's a lot where they can kind of play, where it's now like a 3-part series. But what we getting with some of these other characters, I'm just like, I don't care. Like, it just, and it's like, I'm watching it to keep up and to keep moving forward. But I'm just like, where are we going? How is it connected? And then when when Thor comes out this weekend, it's like, is it really going to connect to anything, or it's going to be like, oh, it's in its own little like perspective? Well, so I think that's what bothers me right now. Is just it's a whole bunch of solos that's trying to seem connected, and I think they finally got disconnected, which made people so hype about the MCU.
I heard 2 things about the Thor. No spoilers here. I don't know any spoilers, but I watched John Campia's show, and he said that this movie, Thor does not push the MCU forward at all, but it pushes the Thor character forward. And he said the end credit scene had the biggest reaction since the J.K. Simmons end credit scene in Spider-Man. Spider-Man Far From Home. So you take that however you want. But I agree. Oh, good.
Oh, I want to say, I, as humans, we obviously are always transforming and going through stuff. But it's like, dang, how many times Thor got to grow up? Like, this man is old, or this quotation mark lowercase g God is old. So how far are we going to keep pushing him forward? I'm excited to see the movie. I'm not going to say that. Like, I'm not going to judge him before, but it's just something where, is that where we're going? Which, why would you do that? Because you can see the DCU has not found success in just throwing a whole bunch of solo concepts at the wall. So it's just really weird.
And what's what you say about DC? Because Poetic Gangster's watching. And you say anything bad about DC, despite that their, actors are holding people up in farms at gunpoint, you better watch your mouth about what you say about DC. Now go ahead, continue.
But yeah, so it's very, like I said, it's just weird to me right now that everything feels very isolated, and Ms. Marvel kind of tried to connect it, but it really just seems like Ant-Man is really a superhero people care about. And that just throws me so off guard, but hey, we'll see.
The thing was, when I remember when Disney Plus came out, I think it's going on 2 years now. I remember me, Danny, and Anzo, and everybody were on here and we're like, where the fuck is the content? Where's the content? But here's another thing I have a problem with it. Not only the content is being extremely handicapped. Like, you look at something like Netflix, the season finale for Stranger Things was 2.5 hours long for one episode. You look at something like The Boys, hour-long episodes. You look at something like Game of Thrones, hour-long episodes. Breaking Bad, Sopranos, they're giving us 6 30-minute episodes. What kind of character development can you do in that time frame?
And I'll be surprised, and this is just me being the type of person I am, that they're doing it in short segments because they plan on bringing commercials. And if you watch the movie, like the shows, it does have some beats where it's like, oh, a commercial break could go here, and it would not hold the story too much. And if they do that, I don't put nothing past Disney.
That's Bob Chapek, man. Bob Chapek is the one doing all that shit, and it's ridiculous. We got a super chat coming in. Let me get to this thing real quick. I think the best way to improve these MCU TV series to increase it to 13 episodes. I hope Bob Chapek understands it. Bob Chapek is gonna undo everything that Iger did. First of all, you don't take power away from Kevin Feige. I mean, you can take everything away from Kathleen Kennedy, shit, but he's your golden goose. Like, Feige is your golden goose. You do not take power away from him. And I just feel like sometimes more is not always better. And I just feel like they're giving these characters, characters that don't deserve shows, their own shows. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. I'm over. Like, Miss Marvel came out last Wednesday, and I was just like, I don't care to watch it. I'll watch it tomorrow. Normally, I'm like, all right, man, let's watch. Like, when WandaVision came out, man, I tuned to that shit every day on Wednesday, man. I was like, boom, what happened? What happens? I felt the same way with Falcon Winter Soldier, and it just, I don't know. They lost me with Moon Knight, and I haven't been able to get myself hyped up for anything, And I thought, and I think for the most part, the movies have been okay to mediocre. And I heard people say in my comments on my video, Rob doesn't know what mediocre means. Mediocre means average. It means vanilla. It means eh. That's what mediocre means, right? I thought I liked Black Widow, and here's the litmus test for this, and Adam can kind of contest to this. When Adam used to live with me, when I used to go to the movies, like in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, dude, I went back multiple times to see these movies.
You did, dude. Fucking. Not only that, I actually distinctly remember. I can't remember. There was one Marvel movie we literally saw twice back to back. We saw like back to back in one night, and then we saw Last Jedi.
Yeah,
back to back in one night. So that is something you used to do.
Dude, I went and saw Infinity War like every day for a week straight. Like I went that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like I did that with like even movies that I didn't like, right? Like Adam knows I hate Iron Man 3. I saw that movie like 4 times in theaters because there was enough unique stuff about it that I like. I haven't seen no Phase 4 movies multiple times. I almost went to saw Doctor Strange twice. But you know what stopped me? I'm not
coming out on Disney Plus.
Exactly. I was like, you know what? In 4 weeks, I'm gonna get this on Disney Plus, and I'll just watch it on Disney Plus. So when it came out on Disney Plus, I turned it on. Right, I got to the part where American Chavez is leaping through, and she goes to the main one, and then she stopped, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. I don't need to finish watching this.
And that's what's crazy for me. I still haven't even watched it. Like having it in person. No, let me restart. I saw it in theaters that Thursday night. Sorry, I saw it in theaters Thursday night. I have not watched it since it's been on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry, Adam's about to cut my head off.
How you not see that masterpiece?
I saw it Thursday night, and then one of my friends, he got his tickets for Thor already. He's going to go see it Thursday, and then I plan on going seeing it Thursday as well when I get back to school. So I'm excited for that, so we can chat about it. But yeah, it's still not like a repeat because I used to be the same way where like I would go see it by myself or go see it with somebody like Rob or Adam, where I know y'all gonna enjoy it with me and we're gonna nerd out together. And then I would go see it with my other friends that's like casual viewers, so they won't ruin the experience for me. And I was like, I don't care, I'm just gonna see it with whoever, like, or I'll go watch it by myself, but not rushing, I guess, anymore.
Yeah, I used to go so many times. Like I think Phase 2 and 3, I literally must have seen every one of those multiple times in theaters. I even saw Ant-Man like 3 times in theaters. You know, it was like because I found enough entertainment about it, and they were such well done. But nothing in this phase. Like I thought Shang-Chi was good. I enjoyed it. Not enough to go see it again. Like not enough for me to like put my shoes on, drive to the theater, buy a ticket. Like it wasn't good enough for me to do that. You know, Eternals. For me personally, I think Eternals is my second favorite movie of this phase, and I haven't even watched it since it was on Disney Plus.
I think for me, this phase has become beautiful visuals and boring story. Like, and that kind of just bothers me. But it's like, hey, you can look great, but if it's the same story over and over again and new characters, the people that actually give a care are gonna pick up on that.
You know what I think another problem is, and this is just me, and I can't take credit for this because Jeremy Johns brought it up first. But when I thought about it after he said it, and I think they might be right. We all know who Captain America was. We all know who Iron Man was. We all know who the Hulk and Thor was. None of us know who fucking Shang-Chi is and fucking the Eternals.
Turtles.
Yeah, dude, like the very small people that follow comics know who these characters are.
Eternals, if you want to get technical, was canceled after like 14 fucking issues. It wasn't brought back to like years later. So, like, Eternals was there, but it was a fucking dud as a comic. So, like, nobody knows that shit.
And I know people are going to throw this at me in a chat, so let me hit this before they throw it at me at the chat. People are like, well, Rob, no one knew who the fuck the Guardians of the Galaxy was when they came out. But Guardians of the Galaxy was like this mind-blowing movie that they fucking market the living shit out of, man.
True.
I remember when that trailer hit with that fucking music, and they market, dude, they market the shit out of that. They didn't do that with the other stuff, man. And let's be real. Like there ain't nobody gonna bullshit me and tell me that the real reason why they did a Shang-Chi movie was because they wanted to appeal to the Chinese market. No one's gonna tell me that ain't the reason why they did it. And the worst part was the bitch didn't even get to play in China because they refused to show the shit.
They like, you ain't gonna pander us.
That's what they did. That's what I think is going on with Phase 4. Phase 4 is the pandering phase. Is where they pander to all the they hit that Black Panther money and then they got greedy.
And they're
like, well, shit, let's see if we can do this with every race. And they don't realize China is strict when it comes to what plays in their box office. You can't have no gay people doing shit, and China ain't gonna. We're not like America. Like, America don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck about anything. China, believe it or not, there are people out there that believe that stuff is against religion, whether you think there's anything right with it or not. I personally have nothing against gay marriage. Man, as long as your heart's in the right place, I don't care what you put in your mouth. Straight up. You can suck all the dicks you want. But like we brought up last week on the show, a lot of people, like, I don't feel like we should be showing our kids that.
Man's a fucking poet.
He had me at the beginning, and then he became.
You can suck all the dicks you want.
Like,
man,
I was like, yes,
poet.
as long as your heart is into it, no matter who you marry, that's your decision. No matter who you're with is your decision. But nah, we have to go to talk about what you put in your mouth. So, Rob,
I gotta put that comedy wow spin on it. But the point I'm trying to make is, like, on a personal level, I don't care about, like, I believe everybody has the right to love whoever they want to love, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it's the same sex, different race, whatever, I don't care. I do feel like we shouldn't be showing our kids this. We had this discussion last week, so I'm not going to repeat that same discussion, but I feel like a lot of countries really believe that strictly, and they won't let you play certain movies in theaters. So you have Disney trying to cater to these people, but yet try to cater to the far left crowd that's all like, yay, pride. And the money that they're trying to make, they're not making, because they're trying to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
And when you look at this phase, this whole fucking phase has been bending over backwards to try to make that Black Panther money again.
That's true.
You like, look at Eternals. The Eternals had gay character in there. Shang-Chi, I don't remember if Shang-Chi had gay characters in there or whatnot, but I know it did not get shown in China. There was another one that came out. What was the Doctor Strange? I think didn't get this China.
Yeah, Doctor Strange had the gay couple because that's America's parents.
Yeah, it's just weird how they throw this shit in there. Like. I don't know, man. It's weird. I think they need to go back and concentrate on writing good stories. If it includes,
and not just pandering.
That's the thing. Stop the pandering. You can include that stuff, but don't bend over backwards, thinking that's what's gonna save you, Lewis Berry says best season: Sink, Brown, Bauer, Quinn, Nom. Please, what? I don't speak that language. What is he saying?
The actors who play these characters, noms, please give them noms. Nominations.
Who's Bauer? Who's Brown? And who's Sink?
Sink. Sadie Sink plays Max. Millie Bobby Brown is 11.
Okay, I know that one.
Honestly, I don't. I'm not sure the other two are.
First of all, Max doesn't deserve a nomination. She really didn't do anything but listen to headphones all season. And like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Put headphones on. That's it. Like, that's it. There's like fireworks going on around here. But Vecna. First of all, I don't think anybody in Stranger Things deserves Emmy nominations. Like, just because we liked it and it's a good show doesn't mean they deserve Emmy nominations. I think people get a little carried away with Oscar and Emmy nominations. I liked Eddie. I liked Eddie a lot. I think he was one of my favorite things, but like, I don't think he deserved Emmy nominations.
No, there was a dumbass on Facebook who tried claiming that fucking Vecna was ripping off Carnage from Let There Be Carnage, and I'm sitting there like, no, but now that I think about it, J.V. Campbell Bower would have been a badass fucking Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah.
Just seeing his acting in there, he would have been great.
Valhalla Erickson threw in a super chat and he says, real progression is making characters then a label. That's what I'm saying. They need the characters instead of having the label.
Mm-hmm.
They really do. And I want to throw this. Here's a question for both of you, Brittany and Adam.
Yeah.
Let's pretend we live in a world where there was no Shang-Chi movie.
Okay.
Right. And instead of a Shang-Chi movie, we had a Submariner who was Chinese or at least an Asian playing that character, right? Instead of doing a Shang-Chi character that no one knows, just so you can get a Chinese movie in China, which didn't work, like, what do you think would happen if they just had a Submariner movie or a movie that tied in with Namor, played by like Brandon Lee or something, and it tied into Wakanda Forever? Because I felt, I mean,
that would be cool.
I want to get your opinion on it because I feel like that's what Marvel used to do. Marvel, like when they introduced T'Challa, they introduced them in Civil War.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
You know, they're like, hey, let's establish this character. And now I feel like, hey, we're gonna throw Shang-Chi in there, like sink or swim, motherfucker. Like, good luck. You know what I mean? It's just like it's weird. It's real, like the Eternals.
It was a weird throw, and then it was kind of just like, oh, we gonna throw him out there, but here's an Easter egg to Black Widow. Here's an Easter egg to the Extremists. Here's an Easter egg to why can't I think of Hulk's villain right now? Abomination.
Yeah.
Like, and here's Wong. Like Wong is the new freaking Samuel L. Jackson of the Phase 4 because he and everything. So it kind of was like it kind of was. I feel like that's what it was. Where it was like, okay, nobody knows who he is, so we're gonna put all these other movies, some type of character from there to connect the dot. But still, like you said, it's like, well, good luck, because no offense, like, but the assumption was like, oh, the Asian culture is going to go support it, so who really cares? And then the regular MCU people are going to support it, and
they're
it's like,
hey, Crazy Rich Asians made a ton of money; they'll watch anything.
Correct, right?
No, that's what they're thinking, though. I'm telling you, these suits and ties have no logic to real world. They see nothing but dollars, and they're like, "Whoa, this is making a lot." Dude, I guarantee
you. From my Black perspective, I don't think they understand that the reason why Black Panther did so well is because for Black people, you either got us looking like slaves or pimps and hoes. So, so it's like, yes, having a movie where it's like you are a superhero. This is our country. This is our pride.
Yeah,
people were treating it as like it was the Black version of their Star Wars, like really dressing up, really embracing it. But other cultures have movies that already have them empowered and rulers and doing amazing things, so they don't need a superhero to fill a gap in the world for them. Versus like for Blacks, it did kind of make you feel powerful.
Yeah.
So
Disney presents the Panther King.
Yeah, they didn't pick that up. All they saw was, whoa, this Black man, this all Black characters got $1 million or $1 billion, and we did not budget for that.
Yeah. For that. Nindroid said Wong is the best character in Phase 4.
Wanda, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think Wanda is.
Wanda, motherfucker.
Bahal Erickson says, hope the new Dragon Ball film does Gohan justice. Yeah, we all hope that too. I mean, I do anyway. I got Gohan too.
Yeah, good luck with that.
But that's my thing. You go back to Phase 2 and Phase 3. They introduce new characters and other properties, whether it's an end credit scene or something, to get us. Like, I think if they would have restructured Phase 4 and they had like Shang-Chi show up at like, I don't know, like Doctor Strange at the end of Doctor Strange, it would make people more. Dude, how come you think Captain Marvel made $1 billion? They put that bitch right at the end of Infinity War.
That was such false. They already knew. Everybody was gonna go thinking they was gonna see something.
Hell yeah, they showed
that was
beeper.
Perfect placement. Yes,
exactly. And the placement here. And look, you can blame COVID all you want, but COVID only delayed the movies. It didn't put them in the order that they released them.
Correct, yeah.
So they were still going to release these movies in this order, regardless of COVID or not.
Yeah.
If they would have introduced like Marvel used to feel like a TV show, right? Every movie you saw led you
was a new episode.
Yeah, it was a new episode to the season finale, which was Infinity War and Endgame. Right now, it's just like whatever kind of random shit they give us this week. All right, let's see what Poetic Gangster has to say. He's so poetic. Rob, I told you months ago, Bob Chapek doesn't like that Feige has so much power. Chapek is doing a red wedding behind the doors of Disney. More cuts are coming. I mean, I think you need to worry about your actors, holding people hostages on farms and saying,
like with children and drugs and shit.
Like Ezra Miller, never find me. I'm in another universe.
Bitch, you in Hawaii with a shotgun holding a family hostage, motherfucker. Get that motherfucker.
That motherfucker's got restraining orders in Greenland, Iceland,
He's
Germany.
got restraining orders for his restraining orders, man. Like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
That motherfucker's psycho, man.
That guy lost his mind. Like, I still don't think the Flash movie's coming out.
Dude, I
Warner Brothers would be stupid to release that shit. Like, no, you can't. You can't do it now.
I
Cut
honestly,
your losses, man.
I honestly don't understand why they don't do a Back to the Future and go back and just reshoot his scenes with somebody else.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing with in Back to the Future with Eric Stoltz, they only filmed like
Half the movie.
Yeah, they filmed barely half the movie with him, not the entire thing.
Yeah, but that was in the 80s. Look at the technology we have now.
Yeah.
They can go back, film a couple scenes, and then just insert like his face on other things. Yeah. Like, it wouldn't take that much to do. I mean, they have. I mean,
you're looking at least another $100 million. Okay, with the digital effects and shit. All right, but at this point, probably worth cutting their losses on.
I mean, they did worse on Justice League. Like they basically like spent double the budget.
Yes, as long as it's not Mustache Gate, we're good.
Yeah. in this case, maybe they should put a mustache on Ezra Miller. Fucking lunatic.
It's not Ezra Miller. It's Eduardo Miller.
Yeah. That motherfucker. He I swear to God, he ain't never gonna be in another movie in history, bro. That dude killed himself.
No. I'm sitting here like, wow. So you fired Johnny Depp and let this motherfucker stay in Harry Potter, right?
Yeah, right.
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 Okay.
I can't wait for Ezra Miller and Amber Heard to have their Netflix special. You know, they're gonna, like, Netflix, man. Right now, they'll hire anybody for shit.
Yes, they will, for some coins.
Yep. 9-minute warning, guys, and just let you know we're gonna end it in 9 minutes, and then we're gonna jump over to the Storm Nation Live, which is the second stream of the night. I'll put the link in the private chat in case any of you guys want to jump in. If you're a mega tier member, you can jump in. We're just gonna keep on with the conversation because the topic I had for that show, we ended up just talking about it here. Because the Stranger Things thing didn't last that long, but you know.
So real quick, are you caught up on The Boys?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you, Adam?
Yes.
Can we do a few moments and then we can continue?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. we can finish the show about The Boys.
Soldier Boy, my man.
Dude, I'm loving Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy is my bad, dude. He's badass.
Replaced her from Aquaman 2, Spacey. ATMIT style. Yeah, I know what you mean. All right, so yeah, dude, I'm loving Soldier Boy. That shit with Black Noir in the cartoon.
Oh God,
I was
so hard.
I was like, when did we enter Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Roger Rabbit.
It was so well done.
Yeah.
And it makes so much sense because for somebody with, like, one thing, the most weirdest thing, people are like, oh, what you're afraid of, and it's what Black Noir is going through, where you don't mentally like really know who you are because you've had some type of damage to your brain. Like, that is my biggest fear. So watching that was like, I just need to send people this clip so they can understand why there's certain things where I'm like, I don't want to do that because I don't want to hurt my brain. But yeah, that was that was probably the most character development we ever had, period. And it was so well. I think it was very, very well done. Yes, Mad 1306, when A-Train living off of Blue Hawk's heart, it just showed me how trifling Ashley is. Like, we've known it, but I still felt it was like, oh, she just a puppet. She just trying to survive. But she was like, oh, yeah, you got Blue Hawk's heart. And I was just like, oh, that's some trifling.
You put that racist motherfucker person's heart in there that crippled your brother. But to be fair, I still don't like A-Train. I don't feel sorry for him. I never forgave him for what he did in the first episode of the series.
Absolutely. You're not forgetting.
I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, it was still, even with like him apologizing to Lord Jesus, Huey doing Hero-gasm, it was just like, oh wow, he still punched him, like, bro, because he wasn't expecting it. Like, it's like, bro, I've been dealing with this for a long time, and you just finally saying sorry only because your brother got injured, and now you truly feel what's happening and been happening. But
by the way,
I don't want to. Oh yes.
By the way, that twist
at the end.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That twist. Fuck.
Yeah.
I think this series or show is doing such a good job of building but moving away from the comics. Whereas like it's still using beats from it, but it's doing it tastefully and it doesn't spoil it. And I don't think a lot of comic book movies do that. It's kind of like, oh, if I watch the comic, I know 90%, but at least with this one, like a good twist in between.
I mean, Walking Dead did kind of something similar, but not well.
Well, here's
at first it did, and then it just kind of went off the rails.
Well, here's the thing. No, Walking Dead is a great example because they're both Image Comics, boys, and this is about the first season of Walking Dead. They did a lot of things different from the comics. It stayed true to the spirit, but they did a lot of things like the Merle character, the Daryl character wasn't in there. Merle having his hand cut off, like that wasn't in the first season or in the comic books of Walking Dead. But it was really good television. Where Walking Dead got, and I didn't stop watching Walking Dead because they veered away from the comics. I got away from Walking Dead because the show wasn't interesting. Because we would have an episode with Morgan by himself for an hour. I'm like, we're watching this guy walk in the woods for an hour.
Or Carol.
Carol.
Dude, I don't care about Carol. I'm sorry. I want to. I just don't.
The thing with the boys is, even though they're going away from the comics, their story is so well put together. You get every character in every episode. Walking Dead, just so they can fill out and spread that season as far as they could. They're like, well, we'll have Andrew Lincoln in this episode, and then you won't see Andrew Lincoln again for another 4 episodes, but then we'll have Daryl have his own episode in this one, and that's where Walking Dead lost me. Was they were just trying to find a way to milk that series where the boys knows what they want to do. You know, like I hate the actor who plays Soldier Boy. I fucking love Soldier Boy in this damn show. Like this dude is fucking dope. The way he fucked that dude up with the fucking shield.
Like, oh god, just bashing him. That was fucking amazing.
Dude, it was great. And in fact, he's going around just smoking weed and just like, it's great. And then the conversation with the like spoiler alert, guys. But like we find out he's Homelander's father. Yeah, it was like. It was great. Like I care about every single character in this show because every single character is very well written. And my girl can't figure it out, right? She sits on the couch while I'm watching it, and she always sees like the weird stuff, right? And then she's like, I can't believe you're watching. This is so fucking weird. I'm like, you have to watch it from the very first season to understand what's going on, right? Like she's sitting there when there
was porn earlier this season. Did you catch that?
She did, and she caught it when the dude wanted to have a threesome with the octopus in this episode, and she's like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh my god.
He wants to taste you. All right, that's enough. Nope, we gotta get up. Gotta go out. But no, it like I said, it was great pieces. I keep seeing the meme, and I sadly as a female agree with it with Starlight, and it's like, oh Huey, I'm taking Temp V to protect you. Oh my god, that's so disgusting. But then the female says it, and she's like, oh no, I understand. Like you want to get back on view for the people that you love. So it is that double standard type of concept. Frenchie bringing up the fact like, OMG, I miss Herogasm. I thought that was a great connection because it was played out very well from the last episode. I think it's going well. Maeve, I think they're doing a great job of using the same lines, but with different people, which definitely shows the parallel. So now that we know that that's his dad, the same thing, like, oh, I never loved you, and both of them saying it to both of the male characters, and oh, I'm keeping you like you saw that's why they were so parallel with each other, because it's like father, like son. So I think that if you rewatch it, obviously you're gonna pick up on all the hints of what the spoiler, sorry y'all, was or is. But I think I'm really excited, and I think you're doing a really great job.
And another thing that I thought was hilarious. I'm gonna say this part, read the super chat, and then we're gonna end the stream, and then we'll go to Storm Nation and pick it back up. But the one thing I thought was hilarious was the Esposito cartoon character, the guy who plays Gus. This cartoon character, he's eating the nuts. He's like, "Stop doing that! I'm allergic." And he's like,
Yes.
I was like, you son of a bitch. Lewis Berry threw a $2 super chat. Talk about BCS season 6 P2. Part 2, if you watch it. It's on BB. Is any of that in English?
No.
What is BCS? I don't read Morse code. I'm sorry. I don't
know.
What I'm trying to think of what season 6 is. What are we on that season 6? Anyway, I don't know what he's talking about. I give up. I tap out, man. I tap out. But anyway, guys, that's all. Better Call Saul. Okay. Sorry, I watch Better Call Saul like 5 years from now, like I did Breaking Bad, and just binge the whole thing. But that's all we got from here. If you guys want to continue on, I see we got 51 people watching. There's another stream going to pick up right after this stream.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be on this channel. Put the link in here for everybody. And it's for all my mega tier members. My mega tier members will be my panel members. And yeah, so the link's already up for the channel members. And give me 1 second. I'll put the link up for Brett and Adam if they want to come in. Although, you know, you guys can dip if you want. But here's the link anyway. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. See you guys over at the other channel.
Later.
Or